So I got some work done on my Cadillac. It's a late model. And I went to a place that specializes in Cadillac parts. And I was telling him all the things that my car needed. And he looked at me and he goes, "You know a lot about cars." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." And he gave me a few scenarios of women blowing their cars up through neglect or something like that. And I just looked at him and I was like, I've had a lot of help from men. And I listen to them. And I take heed to their advice and I just follow it. And he's like, "That's good." It really helps. If you can just listen to men about the things that are kind of male related, which is most things. I would only give women cooking, cleaning, childbirth, child rearing to some extent, and that's about it. But for the most part, it seems like men have contributed the most to our society. If you look around you, just about everything you touch was invented or created, manufactured, actually shaped into existence by a man. And we don't give men enough credit. Every other weekend you can see your kids. Our society has demonized the most powerful member of our society. That is men. It has tried to weaken them. It has tried to minimize their importance. But without men, we're lost. I know some women who are completely taken care of, who are on the feminist bandwagon. They're that dumb. They literally have everything handed to them, and they're still complaining. Do they listen to their husbands? No. But they had those babies, and the men are stuck. So, if I could give any advice to women in this world, it would be to listen to men. Let us start to respect men, revere men, and do our best to preserve their masculinity. Do you know how many chemicals we have on the market that assault masculinity? Do you give that to your little male child? It's up to us as women to hold sacred our little boys and keep them safe from the chemical overload and all the societal messages that they're bad and they're evil, and pump them up to be the men that they are destined to be. Our society depends upon the strength of men. Honestly, as much as I love myself and I love women, please do not leave it up to us. Women are not that strong, not that empowered. I've hung out with them a lot, and I tell you what, we would be fucked if women ran our society. No. Listen to men. Listen to men. It's helped me so much in my life with the most practical things. Let's just think about what do women contribute? If they could just do the more spiritual work, the internal heart work, the feeding healthy foods, nurturing the children, and let men be men, our society would work a whole lot better. I know we're in some sort of dark ages. It's the Kali Yuga, and everything's sort of messed up. But if we could just, come back to center, let men be men, let women be women, It'll be great. Ladies, listen to men. I can remember my early ages in college. I don't know. It was a big football game or something like that, and I was getting ready to just cross the street, and it wasn't really clear, and this guy looks at me and he's like, "You shouldn't be crossing the street. That's a good way to get hit by a car." And I wanted to kind of bristle up and be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I just like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm doing the wrong thing right now." You know why 50 Shades of Grey was so popular? It's because women secretly like that no. We love that masculine energy. We love that solid wall that men give off. That, hey, this is what it is. We love it. But feminism, the media, women are so weak-minded that they've fallen for this shit. Very few women I like in this world. If you're on this channel, I probably like you a whole lot. And you're probably a whole lot like me. But I tell you what, one thing that has made me the woman I am today is because I've listened to men. Men know what's going on. Sure, there are some men that are overly emotional or raised by women and they're ruined, Don't listen to them. But for the most part, listen to men. I swear to God they know what they're talking about. I was helping my friend jump her car, and she wanted to tell me that, actually what you want to do is connect the cables first and then go start your car. Well, previously I'd been told by a man that what you should do is start your car and then connect those finishing cables. So, did I listen to her? No. I listened to the previous input that I'd gotten by that man. Success. Okay? Listen to men. Just a little tip. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but I tell you what, it's really helped me a lot. So that's my advice about that. I think our society owes a whole lot to men. They are our rescuers. They are the police force that I really depend on. Firefighters are men. The ones that I would trust and want to come and rescue me, yeah, they're men. That's what it is. Can't we just enjoy that? Can't we just let men be men and be the strong ones and just love that? I do. Listen to men. They know what they're talking about. I'd like to thank 3 donators for this video. I'd like to thank Kevin, Gerard, and Darius. Thank you guys so much for making this video possible. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who subscribes to me. Thank you for coming back every week. I'll be here next Monday. And I really appreciate your support and your kind words and your comments. And it means the world to me. So thank you guys so much. And I'll see you next week.